Hãy vặn nhỏ loa trước khi xem clip này.
Me really horny. Oh, I'm going a little bit far here.
Take fucking action and go subscribe Tom Peng's channel now. Kisses.
So my YouTube team showed me an article recently about a trending phenomenon here in Vietnam. There are girls that post to certain forums and suggesting that they could become sugar babies for sugar daddies. They're looking for men with money, preferably good looking, to be their sugar daddies. I briefly look at the articles. The details are like, for 7 to 10 million dong a month, you can buy a sugar baby. You can fund a sugar baby. So they will, spend time with you, like maybe once or twice a week, presumably having sex, right? So the girl gets about 7 to 8 million dong a month, and the guy gets sex maybe once or twice a week. All right, so that is the deal. And they're making these exchanges online. They're doing these trades online. So this has gathered some media attention, and apparently people are talking about this today. So my YouTube team asked me, hey Tom, what is your opinion on this? You should talk about this in your YouTube channel. I don't know, but let me give you my business perspective, because we're trying to be a business channel here, right? I think there's something wrong with this deal, right? Well, first, to start off, if I were to engage in a deal like this one, I would need probably 7 sugar babies, because one for Monday, one for Tuesday, because I'm only getting one or twice a week, right? So, to fill my week, I would need at least 7 sugar babies just to keep me busy. And that means, 67 million dong a month. I think I can do that. And honestly, like 7 to 10 million dong a month for a sugar baby, that's, reasonably good looking and young. That's pretty cheap, right? But I think there are some things that you should be concerned about if you're looking for sugar babies. One, how do you structure this deal? Because you don't want to pay 10 million dong and the girl disappears. Generally, you want to structure it in a way that you pay per visit, right? You don't pay once in the beginning of the month and then the girl disappears. You don't get any required attention. So that would not be a good deal. I would restructure the deal. It's not based per month, but based on how many visits. Per visit, you pay per visit. This is to protect you, sugar daddies. For the sugar daddies that are out there, I just want you to know that most of these trades online are not real sugar babies. They're probably likely prostitutes or hookers. This is just a new way of acquiring customers. This is like their new marketing scheme. So they're probably already hooking out there, and this is just a way to get you to pay for their services. And, this seems like so innocent, schoolgirls, looking for men to fund their lifestyles, but they're probably already prostitutes. So you're probably just paying more for something that you could get otherwise. So what we're talking about here is prostitution, right? It is prostitution. It's just dressed up. It's just made more, prettier by saying that, oh, it's just a innocent girl trading, time for money, or, sex for money. But it is prostitution, no matter how you look at it. And what is Tom's point of view on prostitution? Tom believes that you should be able to do whatever you want with your body, right? If it means, offering it to someone else for money, I think that's fine. I don't have any moral and ethical problem with that. It doesn't mean that I would do it. Your body is yours. You can do whatever you want. If you want to put a tattoo on your arm, if you want to put a tattoo on your forehead, it's entirely your choice, right? You live your life. I am not in a position to judge what you do. And, but I would not do it. Like, I would not sell myself for money. I would not say, hey, you can have my body for, just 2 million dong. I would not do that. I would give it away for free because I'm a philanthropist. All right. For me, morally, ethically, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but every country is different. Do look at the legality of doing stuff like this, right? In Singapore, maybe things are more open. In Canada, it's also in the process of going into liberalization, meaning that prostitution is becoming more and more legal as we speak. And I don't know the situation in Vietnam, really haven't investigated, but I assume it's still not really proper here in Vietnam. However, we all know it happens everywhere here in Vietnam, right? I'm just telling you the cold, hard truth. It happens everywhere in Vietnam. What do you expect me to say? It's true, okay? I mean, you want me to lie? No, it is everywhere in Vietnam. There's like more prostitution than you realize. There's like tons of prostitution here in Vietnam. Maybe you don't want to acknowledge that, but it is true. This is simply another form of prostitution. Now that they're taking it online and girls are hooking up with boys through the internet, that's just the way it is. I'm not saying it's legal. I'm not saying that you should do it, but it happens. Let me tell you a little story. So many, many years ago, there was actually a girl. I think she was fresh out of university, right? And then somehow we hooked up because I forgot exactly how we met. I think I was like trying to buy a mooncake on the street or something. Like it was like Mid-Autumn Festival. So she was selling mooncake, and then I came to buy mooncake, and she realized I was a foreigner, and she says, I really want to learn English. Can I learn English from you? And I'm like, okay. And we exchanged information. And next thing I know, she's saying that, you know what? For $1,000, we could hook up. Basically she's offering her services. And I'm like, whoa, $1,000 a month? Well, how about we do it like each time, right? Being the business person that I am, I'm like, well, I'm not sure about $1,000 a month. What if we just pay per time? And she says, no deal. And I'm like, okay, fine. So nothing happened out of that, right? I'm just saying that, things like that do happen in Vietnam and other countries. I don't see that as a big deal. I think it's just another form and an extension of the prostitution that's already happening in this country. And honestly, I believe that there's really nothing wrong with, doing whatever you want with your body. And you're gonna say, Tom, no, that's wrong because there's like sexually transmitted diseases and shit, right? Well, there are things you can do about that, right? There's there's, many things you can do to help yourselves to stay healthy. So I think, really there's nothing wrong with it. That's just a personal opinion. I'm not saying it must be right for you. You can have an entirely different opinion, and that is okay. We don't have to agree on the subject. Or you might say, Tom, you're wrong. It's so wrong because you can only have sex when you love. Well, let me tell you, all right? Not true. You can have sex with someone that you don't love. It is entirely possible. Don't ask me how I know, but I know because I'm a man. So for a man, love does not have to be a precondition for sex. That's why prostitution exists. It is a human biology thing. It is just part of our human biology. We have this very strong instinct to have sex because it helps the human species procreate. And men are always looking for outlets to have sex. That's just the reality of it. I know it sounds really bad to some of you girls because, oh, that's so wrong. You must love somebody for you to do that, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm just telling you what human biology is like, all right? And for any man to say, no, I will only have sex with the person I love, that is a fucking lie.
Tôi năm nay hơn 70 tuổi mà tôi chưa gặp cái trường hợp nào mà nó như thế này cả. Chứ phải tôi đấm cho mấy nhát rồi.
That's entirely a lie. And then when they say that to you, you should not believe it. That's the way it is. So, am I looking for sugar babies? No, not really. I get enough. I get enough for free, so I don't really need to do that. Also, for me, what really turns me on, what makes me feel really hot for someone is I'm looking for girls that are really career-driven, focused like me, know exactly what they want in life, and they're doing everything they can to pursue it. And that's what makes me horny. All right, that makes me really horny when I see a very career-focused woman wanting to do something big and successful. Don't be a fucktard and take fucking action.